One of the good features about our particular card is that when you come into our platform and you get approved, let's say as a parent, for the Visa card, we also have the ability to issue you 5 additional cards as well. And so those cards now can be branded with the names of whoever you want it to be. It can be your son, your daughter, your mother, your father, your housekeeper, you name it. But all of those come under your account. Those are your names. So ultimately, you're the person responsible for the spending in those cards. So what you have the ability to do within our platform is you can move money from card to card. You can monitor spending. You can block card spending. So you have the complete control over those cards. And so parents who want their children to have a little bit of flexibility in terms of how they spend money can come in, be approved for our Visa card as that parent. And then what you can do is apply for additional cards that are essentially have the names of your children or your husband or your maid or your butler on it. And then all you simply do is push money to that card and they can spend the card wherever Visa is accepted. So we give them that flexibility through our card.
For those persons who are being paid in sand dollar, let me know if I'm correct in this. Employer does a regular bank transfer. It
Right.
shows up in their sand dollar account or wallet in within the mobile assist app, digital wallet. If they have this card, this Visa card,
Hmm.
they can now use that card to go and shop anywhere. They can go to
Correct.
the ATM and
Correct.
pull money out. Donovan,
Correct.
this because oh my goodness,
Yeah.
Donovan, I because you have some of the wallet providers who have they have their methods with the sand dollar enabled kiosk. They can go to the store, but this is another method
Right.
here that persons can go to that I actually think is a little more
Flexible. Flexible,
flexible.
flexible, exactly.
It's
And that's why we did
it's
it. That's why we did it, to be quite honest with you. Because one of the things that we did, and the reason why we have the mobile assist token, because the token serves as a bridge. So for instance, if your employer comes in and pays you in sand dollar. So right now, a sand dollar doesn't go directly to Visa. So what we have to do then is move your sand dollars into tokens and then tokens then transfer to Visa. But this can happen in a matter of seconds. All you simply do is I want to do a transfer from sand dollar to tokens. That happens instantaneously. I want to go now from tokens into Visa, and I think within 30 seconds, your Visa card is now populated with those funds for you as well. And so now, technically, if you are somebody who is unbanked, but you want to be digital, having a digital wallet from Mobile Assist gives you that flexibility because I can be paid directly to my employer. I don't have to have a commercial bank account. That money comes directly into my Sand Dollar account, and I can take those funds now and I can spend them wherever Mobile Assist is accepted or utilized, or Sand Dollar is accepted or utilized in the country. And I can also transition those over to a Visa card that's literally accepted globally and worldwide. So now I have complete flexibility. And if I want cash, I can go to an ATM using my PIN and I can pull money out with that Visa card as
from
well.
any
Carry
a from any
cash.
ATM.
Any
From any
ATM in the world.
ATM, I could go to
Any ATM in the world.
Scotiabank. I could go to
Anyone in
um
the world.
any wow.
Anyone in the world. You can go ahead and do that for that as well.
I want to step back. You mentioned with this Visa card that there is a KYC process in order to get this Visa card. How does that process differ from the process one would go through at a traditional bank? Is it the same? What specifically is required?
Um, so for us, and again, everybody has their own internal processes. From our standpoint, when you look at the central bank's requirements, they require, from a KYC perspective, basically proof of identification and proof of address. And so once an applicant provides two of those forms of identification, then that information is sent to Visa, and Visa does the KYC for us. And so we don't do that KYC. And then once they've reviewed that information and verified it, then you get your approval. So you have a virtual card and you have a physical card that comes to you and delivered to you.
Hmm.
Now, for us, approval takes probably anywhere between 48 and 72 hours once everything gets in. So we turn everything around really, really quickly for you, and it's electronic. And so, being electronic, you're not bringing in any paper-based type of identification information. You're uploading everything all in the app, all in the comfort of your home. You never have to go anywhere. And so, we're committed to getting that information turned around pretty quickly for you. And so that's the
Right.
level of KYC that's acceptable to Visa. That's the level acceptable to the to the central bank. And so that's what we set as our KYC for that particular card.
In terms of the ID, I believe it does not need to be a Bahamian ID.
No, no, not at
It could
all.
be it can be an ID from once it's a valid ID from from any country. Now, my dad always used to say, "There ain't no free lunch."
Right.
Nowhere. There ain't no free lunch.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's talk a little bit about the fees. What are
Yeah.
we looking at in terms of cost here? So to
Right.
load money, let's talk about
Right.
loading money.
Right.
We said that we know that with once you've implemented the ACH integration, we know that
Right.
well, it depends on your bank, and it's usually whatever they charge for a bank transfer, right? But what are the fees in terms of, you said that you can connect a debit card, or is it a credit card as well, or is it just a debit card?
Any debit or credit card. Any debit or credit card. Any debit or credit card you can load your digital wallet with. Yeah, you can do
Okay.
that as well. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so and now what is the cost for that?
It's actually free. So unlike a lot of AFIs as well. So for instance, if you decided that you want to load $100 into your digital wallet and mobile assist, we don't charge you a load fee to load that wallet. That's completely free. And so that $100 that you load translates into $100 in mobile assist tokens. If you want to move that $100 in mobile assist tokens into Sand Dollar, we charge you nothing. And that's an incentive that the central bank has, where we're not charging persons fees to do that move to move into Sand Dollar. Now, if you want to load mobile assist tokens into Visa, there's a very small load fee that's actually charged for that as well. And I believe that's probably 25 or 30 cents that's charged in a load fee to move the money into Visa. And then obviously, if you take money out of an ATM, there's a charge for that as well for moving money. And those are standard charges that you use. If you use any debit credit card, you want to take cash out, is what's charged to you. The other thing too, we allow just on the loading too as well. We do have two agents. So Super Value and Janae are agents of us. You can actually load cash into your account. It's not something that we made as popular because we're looking to move into the kiosk side of things as well. But you have the ability to load using cash as well.
Could you withdraw at Janae's too, or at Super Value as well? Is that just for depositing?
No, no, that's withdrawal as well. So we have Scan and Pay, and Scan and Pay has a feature called Cashback. And so that's available too at Super Value or any merchant who's our agent merchant. So let's say you go to Super Value, your bill is $50, but you want $40 in cash. So you indicate in the app that you want 40 in cash. Now your bill becomes $90. So what happens is the cashier now gives you back 40 in cash plus your receipt. You see? And so now you've taken money off of the platform using Scan and Pay with cashback. And so that feature is available in the app as well.
Okay. And we've, and I'm here to give everybody the real with these grocery stores and some of these retailers. They do have, high employee turnover, and sometimes your experience may differ, where you might go in and everything is great. Oh yes, we can take that for you and do that, and
Right.
then you'll go another day and it's like, huh, what's that?
Yeah,
you know,
that's
you know?
that's exactly
And so I want to warn you.
that's
I think, and that is why it's so important. They're not, it's really all about habit. And
right.
because there's, it's still a small number of persons coming in, particularly compared to cash, compared to debit
Right.
card. They may get trained very early on. They forget,
That's correct.
and so I encourage you, even just to help with building, and getting this growing. Even just, if hey, I need to stop to Super Value or wherever to pick up one or two items. Let me pay in Sand Dollar. Let me pay with my digital wallet, just so that
Right.
to help these cashiers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It
you
comes
know
with frequency. Yeah. No, you're right about that as well.